V5 here, and welcome back to more RWBY. This time is Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Complications. So, last time, Adam backstabbed Sienna Khan, essentially letting the power go to his head, and is now leader of the White Fang. Weiss pretty much killed a bunch of bees and the queen bee, or wasps, depending on what you call those, and ended up crash landing and getting captured by Raven. And Hazel did not like what Adam did without letting him know first. So there was that. Also, Tyrion's getting a new tail. So, yeah, let's get into Chapter 3. Alright, let's do this. I see we're gonna be with, Blake and them for this episode.
Are you ready?
Yes. It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't. I know they'll do the right thing.
They probably won't.
Hmm?
You got this.
Coming to us live. And now, speaking to us.
The stage where on the White Fang theme. She's always a government.
Thank you all for assembling here. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island. I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth. No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy. A tragedy that will set both man and faunus kind back. While the main aggressor is still unknown, we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside the White Fang, was partially responsible for these attacks. His actions not only tarnish the reputation of an organization originally created to bring peace and equality to all, but to our entire race. With each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us. Recently, a spy from this same splinter group set their sights on this very home. My own daughter, Blake, and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual. While they were unsuccessful after being physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant's scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself. His radical plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy and its attached CCT tower. Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester, roughly 2 months from today. I have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of Mistral, but I believe we have a greater responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been an interesting one. Years ago, I led the organization to help try and create a world where I, and every faunus who wished, could walk alongside the human race. And while I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone many of her methods. What I do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the Faunus and humans are, and should be, equal. Adam Taurus does not seem to have that goal in mind. What he has done benefits no one but himself. I think it's time that the Faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was. To do this, I think the answer is clear. We must go to Haven and protect it at all costs!
That didn't go over well.
Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story. Not only as a former member of the White Fang, but also as a survivor of the fall of Beacon. You can do this.
Traitors!
And good going, Ilya.
Ilya.
Cowards. After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put us through, you're asking us to help them?
I know we haven't been treated fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves? Where was their help when kingdoms hunted Faunus just for being who they are? Where was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Young lady, progress takes patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of Faunus. They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down. If you truly want to help your people, now is the time to support Adam, not the Belladonnas. He will bring about the future that you deserve. And if you are unwilling to fight, know that the White Fang will do it for you!
Shut up! After her!
I think you were thinking, ooh,
Did he age backwards?
He's possessed!
Or reincarnated.
Oh, isn't it weird?
Hey, with these guys.
It is very weird, yes.
Okay. Let's all just take a second and remember that this is very overwhelming for everyone.
Thanks. Sorry.
And the shipping
It's just,
bills
I've
are
never really met
fine.
huntsmen and huntresses before.
Well, we've never met a person with two souls, so first times all around.
Yeah.
Not to break up the whole getting to know you game, but we need to have a talk. Mind showing us your little parlor trick, kid?
Yeah, okay. Just so you know, I'll still be here. It is so very good to see you again, students.
Wait, what just happened?
Professor Ozpin? Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's merely handed over the controls, so to speak. Just don't make us do anything embarrassing. I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really kind of hard to believe overall.
All right.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor. I know you've all been through tremendous hardship already. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
It's all my fault. I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. And I wasn't exaggerating. I'm Cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul. The Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form, and clearly wasn't my last. It's an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved.
So who?
So Osmond's already
What
being
are
resurrected
you?
from he dies.
I am the combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me. This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods, because I failed to stop Salem in the past. But we must stop her now.
And how do we do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the Relic of Knowledge.
Alright. So, training montage? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. And we're back with Weiss.
Well, well, well. Look who's awake.
These guys casually getting drunk.
What's going on? Where am I?
You know, I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
Jesus.
Vernal?
What do you want?
Straight to the point. I like it. We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
You're going to ransom me back to my father. Is that it?
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
I would never sink to your level.
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion before you know it.
Why so want to be back in the mansion? She and her father hates her anyway.
Don't make this complicated.
What's going to make this complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make it to Mistral. You know my sister, don't you? Winter Schnee? Special operative of the Atlas military? She's in Mistral now. And when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you. What's so funny?
In the drunk side.
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad, but you're clearly out of the loop. Your sister isn't in Mistral anymore. No Atlas personnel are in Mistral anymore. General Ironwood closed the borders and recalled all of his little troops in tin cans. No one is coming to rescue you.
What restaurant she has her little something buddy.
This is perfect! We were stuck at a dead end, but now we can just take little cute boy Osmond to Lionheart and have him set things straight.
Please don't call me that.
Yeah, we're not sure that's the best idea.
Osmond knows he's a
But
traitor.
I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you. That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation. But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo. He isn't just behaving irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him. Something's wrong.
Yep.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't want to rule out any possibilities either. No one outside of this room knows that I have paired with Oscar, and I think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better hand.
Precisely. Now, we have 2 steps ahead of us. The first is enlisting the aid of more huntsmen.
But the Mistral Council
doesn't own every huntsman in the kingdom. And I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
So long as they're trustworthy.
You can trust them to put up a good fight.
Huntsman.
I'll throw together a list tonight.
Good luck with that.
After that, we can move on to
There's
step
that bad
2.
luck charm thing taking effect on
What's step 2?
Getting you four into fighting shape.
I was right, training montage of
But
sorts.
we already know how to fight.
You can only fight so long as you have crescent rows, but you're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Ark, I'm glad to hear you've improved, but sorry to say you've yet to unlock your semblance. All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait, what? He'll inherit my muscle memory in time, but practice will expedite the process.
But if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Well, I believe I was the headmaster of Beacon Academy. We have approximately 1 month before classes resume at Haven. If Salem were to plan an attack, it would make sense that it occur prior to students' return. It's not much time, but it's better than nothing. Just don't expect me to go easy on you. You've got to be kidding me.
So Blake's 2 months behind in terms of this. There are Ruby and them are 1 month, and who knows how much time's going on right now with. Mini night. Alright, so that was chapter 3. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff, and see you in the next one. Bye.